Hey guys, welcome back to the farm! This episode we finally get around to power, and I'm going to start off by building some of the buildings we'll need as part of the power process. And the first thing we're building this episode are towers to hold the fuel for our power producing engines. I want to stick to the farming side of the mod pack, the green side, the forestry side, and so the most logical way to use the produce I already create on my farm, that'd be the honey, and of course the seeds and the wheat, is to generate power with a biogas engine. Now, don't be fooled. Biogas engines don't run on biogas, they run on a whole assortment of different fuels. You can even fuel them with water or milk. However, the fuel you choose dictates how much power will be produced. And here's a list of those numbers right now. Now, as you can see, two good fuels for these engines will be produced by two things we already have. Plenty of bees, so we can make honey, and our crop fields should give us a surplus of seeds to turn seeds into seed oil. So here we are creating these two towers, one for honey and one for seed oil. I've used oak wood for a darker finish on the tower that will hold the seed oil, and lighter birch to make sure the tower that holds honey looks the part. Now the design is very similar to the tower I built over at Site B, and learning about the tank we used over there helped me out too. Instead of using the old Buildcraft glass tanks, we're going to create our very own iron tanks. They're pretty simple to make, they require a fair bit of iron if you want to make a large one, and a rolling machine to produce the iron plates required, but the sheer amount of liquid they can hold compared to the other tank options is really astounding. It's nuts. Now, we have a single squeezer in the barn, but that's not going to be enough to squeeze both the honey drops and the seed oil together. I mean, you can't mix them both. What if we get honey in our seeds or seeds in our honey? That'd be a disaster. So I'm going to need another squeezer for the seed oil and another squeezer for the honey, and the centrifuge in the barn will have to come over to this structure I'm building now to turn the honeycomb into honey drops. So I've started to build this squeezing chamber. This wooden hut is going to house all the machinery required to turn my seeds and honeycomb into liquid form and ship it directly to our huge iron tanks raised there on the platform towers that we built before. Now we have a small problem. We need power to run the squeezer and the centrifuge, but we won't have that power until we've got the liquid honey and seed oil as fuel for our biogas engines. So to remedy this, I'm going to plonk down a couple of Stirling engines. Now these run on coal, and they output a nice amount of power. It's not the greenest option, but it'll see me through until I have the fuel for biogas engines. And here they are, the finished towers and the squeezing chamber. Now you see I've got fence posts up there, which I'm going to add wool coloured flags to mark off what exactly is in the tank. So we'll have like yellow wool for the honey tank, and maybe brown wool for the seed oil tank. So then I dashed into the barn, picked up my centrifuge, took it over to the squeeze chamber and plonked it down. Then I came over to the apiaries, dug out underneath, because this is where I'm going to need to put the pipes. I'm going to need a system that lets me pipe the bees out of the apiaries and straight to the centrifuge. So I put down wooden transport pipes to suck out of the apiaries, redstone engines next to those transport pipes, and it doesn't matter where you put the pipes next to apiaries, they will always try and pull out or put into the correct slots. So once those were in place, I used iron pipes to make sure my bees and my honeycomb went the right way, and then stone pipes between those, dug a hole in the squeeze chamber so that I could follow this and feed it up to the centrifuge, then continued the pipe underneath the apiaries, up to the centrifuge, and then back around to the back of the apiaries. Now, Once all the honeycomb has been deposited to the centrifuge, this pipe would transport the bees that did not go into the centrifuge back into the apiaries so that we could keep breeding bees. Now, I needed a crescent hammer to make sure that my iron transport pipes were facing the right way. So I came back to base, smelted a few silver ore blocks, and crafted my very own Crescent Hammer. Now, this is a universal buildcraft tool that lets you reassign the position of engines and pipes and make sure they're facing the right way. So then I came back, made sure those iron pipes were facing the right way, and we're only allowing bees to go back through the system and not go back into the hives. And then I put down some redstone torches to power the redstone engines. And there we go, the bees are coming through the pipe and heading towards the centrifuge. Fantastic, we have our very own automated bee system. Now I needed to make sure that the centrifuge was accepting honeycomb and not accepting bees. So I watched closely and yep, you can see the honeycomb goes directly into the centrifuge. Yes! Okay, so the bee system is churning away in the background, and I've made a few additions and finished up the squeeze chamber a little bit. But before then, I'm going to change the pressure pads outside the front of my house, because at the moment they're wood, and creepers and all kinds of nasties can set off those wooden pressure plates, so I can't have that. I need to smelt myself, oh, there's lots of silver. I need to smelt myself some stone so I can make some stone pressure plates that hopefully the creepers and nasties won't set off and won't invade my base and explode me in the rear. And that'd be nasty. So let's get ourselves some stone. I think it's just 2 blocks, isn't it, to make a pressure plate? And let's try this out. There we go, pressure plate. Now we'll need 2. So let's just wait for a couple more pieces of stone. There's 1. Come on. It always takes so long when you watch something smelt. It seems like it lasts forever. Okay, and there's the 2 stone. What's the old saying? A watched furnace never smelts. Right, so let's get the axe out. Oh, bash those pressure plates. And, in fact, we don't even need pressure plates there. We can just leave the ones inside. And that will automatically close the doors for us. Yeah, let's leave them there like that, because that's safest. So yeah, as you can see, we've taken the centrifuge and the squeezer out of the barn, and I hooked it up in the squeeze chamber, and already I've been shipping out honey. You can see here a waterproof pipe coming from the squeeze chamber. And let me show you what I've done there. I've put in a couple of these Stirling engines here. Ooh. Now, these are filled with coal, and they are powering the centrifuge you see here. This is, oh no, there's bees in there. That should be honeycomb. But there's, ooh, propolis. Ah, now that's used for something. I'm not quite sure what. Let's take the beeswax out as well, because that's a useful tool in itself. Now, honeycomb should go into the centrifuge and not bees. So we're going to have to get a diamond pipe to make sure that the honeycomb is being sent to the centrifuge and not the bees. So let's go over and check our situation at the apiaries. I hope I haven't clogged things up and ruined things. Nope, it looks like all the hives are busy being away. Oh yeah, and there's some honeycomb going through the pipes right now, and hopefully that should go around to the centrifuge and fill it up with all that lovely honeycomb. Now I'll take a look at the tanks as well, and you can see that our honey tank has already started to fill up. If I right click on this, let's see. Oh yeah, look, we've already got 4,600 units of honey. Now this tank can hold 720,000. So while it's been ticking away and giving us honey, it's still got, ooh, a lot more that it can hold. Now, I've built another chest over here because we want to get into tree breeding as well. It's not enough to just breed bees, we need to breed trees as well. So I've put another chest over here, which I've filled with saplings, and I did a little bit of research into trees. Now, I want the elusive mahogany tree, right? And that is down the jungle tree path. So what I need are a few more jungle saplings placed around, and they need to cross-pollinate with, I think it's silver lime. And you get silver lime when you cross apple oak with silver birch. So let's get the grafter out and check out some of these oddly shaped, oddly coloured leaves and see if they give us any cool new saplings. Oh, there's one over there. I really could use a tool to jump up on these trees, because at the moment I'm just breaking leaves, and that's bad because, well, trees have a fixed amount of leaves. Okay, let's bash this leaf. And what's this? What have we got here? We have an apple oak. Okay, we've already got plenty of those. What we really could use is actually a tree analyzer, a treealyzer. Oh, there's a leaf. What's this? Another apple oak. It seems like we're getting nothing but apple oak, actually. That's quite depressing. Because these trees here, the jungle tree and the spruce, they haven't got any odd-coloured leaves at all. I don't see anything on this thing that could... Oh, there's something down there at least. But there's nothing on this jungle tree. And that's quite depressing. But you see this leaf over here? Now, this is miles away from the nearest hive. So that makes me think that bees can actually pollinate quite far away. I can't pick that up, so let's throw away the spider eye. And yep, it's still another apple oak. Any other leaves? Oh, one over here. Let's grab this. This is probably another apple oak, actually. Yeah, God, another... Oh, mundane larch! Ooh! Ooh! What's a mundane larch? I don't know. Let's plant it. But first up, we'll just make sure we've got all the leaves from these... Oh, no, there's one down here. Oh, this is so fun. Tree breeding is almost as fun as bee breeding. Let's throw away these pressure plates. This is an apple oak. Oh, boring. Anything else? Any cool new saplings here? I don't see any more coloured leaves. I've probably missed a couple, so point those out to me in the video if you catch them. If not, never mind. See, there's fruit there, but I'm not sure that means it's pollinated. That might just be part of the texture. I don't know if I should bash it or not. I'll try bashing it, because I think I might add a few jungle saplings, because mahogany is down the road of the jungle trees. So let's just see if I can get close to that. Yeah, because that's very yellow right there. So let's bash it with a grafter. Oh wait, no, this grafter is almost done. And when a grafter is done, that means you don't get any... oh, just throwing that away. That means you don't get any saplings from it. And that's nasty. So let's go and replace the grafter. There we go. We'll put some of the trees in the inventory as well. In they go. Oh, that stacks. So we're getting multiples of these apple oaks. They've got the same attributes, I guess. But we've got a mundane larch here, which is a brand new tree. Hooray! And another apple oak. So let's go and bash that forest branch tree thing and see what we get. Oh, no, where was it? There it is. And, well, we've got a sapling. But what kind of sapling? It's a jungle sapling. Oh, nothing new. Okay, well, let's plonk down these jungle saplings and break these trees. Right, okay, that's a few trees cleared out. Now we'll have to wait for those leaves just to vanish, and we'll pick up the saplings that they drop as well. Although these are just plain oak trees, I think. So we won't get anything interesting from those. And we want to put down some extra jungle saplings, so let's grab a couple of those from the chest. Where are we? There's one. I'll just put these, what's that, oak saplings back in the chest. Keep them out of the way. I haven't got any bone meal, so I'm going to have to wait for them to grow the old-fashioned way. But I'll put a jungle sapling there. A jungle sapling here, where the other tree was. Let's see, I think it was about here. And I'll put a jungle sapling over here, this side. And I've run out of jungle saplings now, actually, so maybe I could use the grafter to bash this jungle tree over here and get some more leaves. But it is night, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep, come back tomorrow morning, and place the last of the trees down. Now I'll just make sure that the honeycomb is going back into the centrifuge, and we're not getting clogged up with bees. I can't quite afford a diamond transport pipe yet. I could go back to Sipsco and pick one up from there, but I don't want to do that. I want to rely on my own resources out here. So, yeah, honeycomb is still in the centrifuge now, and that should stack and keep going in there. And let's see, is it creating honey drops? It should be. Oh, these engines! They've run out of coal! Well, no worries. I've got some more coal in my pack, so let's just top them up. There we go. Fire up the engines. There we go. And the centrifuge should... Yep, it's creating honey drops and beeswax. And the beeswax and honey drops are going into the squeezer. And when the honey drop goes in, it gets squeezed into... Almost there. Come on, squeeze that sucker. Here it comes. Into honey. And then we can watch the honey go through the pipe. Oh, look at that. Golden gold. It's gold. Honey gold. Look at that, good sticky stuff flowing through the pipe. There it goes, into the tank, and we can watch the tank live and see it update with the fresh honey count. So it's 4,900 right now. In goes the honey. Of course, it's taking its time, but I guess honey is sticky. And 4,900 becomes... 4,000, oh, 5,000, 5,000 units of honey. Delicious. So next episode, we'll get crafting our biogas engines. We'll build a little shed down there to start accepting the honey. We'll do something about the seed oil as well. We can use the biogas engine to fuel the crop farm. And once the crop farm is going, we can get the seeds from that back up to the squeeze chamber. They can then be squeezed into seed oil, and then that can feed a second biogas engine, and we should be cooking with biogas. Right, so let's get some more saplings down. Oh, we've got the jungle tree here. The hives are ticking away. Lovely jubbly. Now, have I got any more jungle saplings? No, I don't. I could put this sapling back in the sapling chest, though. There we go. And maybe I should put down... Oh, of course, I should put down our mundane larch. How could I forget about that? So we'll see what the mundane larch looks like, and we'll get some more... Have I got any silver birch? I had a silver birch, didn't I? This is a silver birch. I'll get the grafter out, actually, and get some more saplings of that. There we go. Silver birch. I'll put some of these down, and the mundane larch. Here we go. Down goes the larch. Where are you going to go, I think? Here. Let's try that. And actually, let's go get some bone meal and throw these up. Right, so where's my bone meal? Here we go. Plonk that in my bar. Use it on the trees. Now, this is the mundane larch. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at the colour of that trunk. Now, this is a snazzy tree. That's a weird-looking snazzy tree. Great stuff. And let's bone meal up the other trees. Oh, now that's not got anywhere it can go, so we'll just dig that up. Throw away this grafter, because it's useless. And we can pop down... Oh, can pop down the silver birch. Out of harm's way. We'll use bone meal on this one first. Oh, there it goes. Up it goes. Nice. Up goes the jungle tree. Lovely. Up goes this jungle tree. Wahey. And this jungle tree here as well. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the pipe. Oh, got to bash my way out of this one. Oh, there I go. I'm free. Now, any more space for trees? I don't think so. So we'll put these saplings back in the chest. And there we go. We'll check back next episode and see what pollinations have occurred this time. Actually, we can fit a silver birch there as well, I think. Just one last silver birch. Well, maybe two. Maybe we can squeeze in two, guys. What do you think? What's that? Is that yeah? Yeah? Okay. Here we go. There we go. One more silver birch. So, this has been another episode of Feed the World. We've almost conquered our power situation. Next episode, we can get the wheat farm up and running again. We can get the seeds. We can get the seeds into the squeeze chamber so we can get seed oil, and we can start making biogas for our biogas engines. And you can see up there the flags that we've put up for the honey and the seed oil tanks. So I've been Sjin. Thanks for watching this episode of Feed the World. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hit like and favourite if you have, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.